Their world fell apart when their elderly owner passed away. Left all alone, the small, shaggy dog was forced to wander the streets. Its once well-groomed coat had grown into a thick, tangled mess, matted and wild, covering its little body. Animal lovers who came across the heartbreaking sight of one of the dogs reached out to a local rescue group. Once alerted, the rescue team immediately set out, searching high and low and asking around the neighborhood. The search stretched on, even into the dark of night, but at first there was no sign of the little dog. The rescue team kept searching through the darkness, holding on to hope. After a long day with no results, they decided to return the next day and continue the search. The next day, the team kept asking around. A local woman suddenly recalled, "Oh, are you talking about the dog the old man next door used to have? He passed away over a year ago. His kids live far away and never come back, so the house has been empty." She added, "That dog's really smart. Some of the neighbors feed him now and then, but no one's really taking care of him. He just roams around, digging through trash when he's hungry." At last, after so much effort, they finally got news of the dog. Even though its owner had passed away over a year ago, the little dog had remained near the old house, as if it still didn't understand, and was waiting for its beloved owner to return. The rescue team searched the abandoned home, hoping to find it there, but the dog was nowhere to be seen. Just when the search seemed hopeless, another animal lover spotted the dog. Wasting no time, the rescue team rushed to the scene. They found the little dog curled up in fear inside a narrow ditch. Without the protection of its owner, life on the streets had made it extremely wary. Every attempt to get close was met with barking and low, defensive growls. But after nearly half an hour of patience and care, they finally managed to gently coax the dog out and place it safely into a crate. Back at the shelter, the dog was still extremely defensive. The rescue team wanted to shave off its matted fur, but its reaction was too intense. They decided to take it to a professional pet grooming shop instead. Knowing how rough life had been for the dog, they spared no effort in making sure it got proper care. Thankfully, after a thorough checkup, the medical tests all came back with good news. The dog was healthy. However, grooming remained a serious challenge. The dog's intense reactions made it difficult even for the experienced staff at the pet shop to proceed. In the end, they could only carefully clean the fur around its eyes. Everything else would have to wait until the dog was ready. After a few days of slowly gaining its trust, the rescue team decided to shave the dog themselves. They knew that if its coat wasn't cleaned up soon, it could easily lead to skin problems. With gentle coaxing and steady hands, they worked little by little to remove the tangled mess of fur. Beneath the thick coat was a thin, fragile body. It was still afraid. Even the gentlest touch would startle it into running away. The little outfit they had prepared turned out to be far too big for its real body. What once looked chubby was just the illusion created by its thick, matted fur. Life on the streets had clearly been hard. Simply surviving had already been a huge struggle. To ensure the dog's health, they dewormed it and gave it a proper bath. Over time, the little dog began to change. It no longer resisted being touched and even seemed happier. But every now and then, that nut would fall into quiet, somber moods. They figured it must be missing its former owner. So, the rescue team decided to take the little dog back to its former home, giving it a chance to say a final goodbye. When it returned to the familiar place, the dog seemed noticeably happier. It finally had the chance to reconnect with the memory of the person it had once loved so deeply, and in its own way, say farewell. Many animal lovers were deeply moved by the dog's loyalty. They showed their care and affection by sending cute outfits and tasty treats, all in the hope that the little dog could happily start a new chapter in life. More than a year of love and care later, the once lost dog had become a completely different pup. The rescue team felt grateful and honored to have been part of its journey, one filled with warmth, healing, and quiet courage. If you are touched by the dog's story, please share so that more lives can be changed. Subscribe to the channel to join us on this journey.